My name is Ben Bunting, and I put together this video today to explain the concept behind CCT's new Teaching Moais initiative and what it might have to do with you. So I should start by explaining what a Moai is very briefly. So in Okinawan culture, Moai means literally meeting for a common purpose. Okinawan Moais are traditionally formed during childhood. Groups of 4 to 5 children are put together as a sort of second family, a sort of social group that persists throughout their lives. They meet on a regular basis, and it supports their physical, mental, social health, and in many cases their longevity. And some Moais have lasted as long as 90 or 95 years. Obviously, CCT is not looking for sort of that level of commitment in this sort of version of the Moai concept, but that's where the idea comes from. So what do Moais have to do with teaching? My hope and CCT's hope is that the Moai model can be particularly useful for faculty members who want to work continuously to improve their teaching, to develop their pedagogy, etc., but often struggle to find the time, like I certainly do, and sometimes struggle to find the motivation, like I also certainly do from time to time. By pledging to participate in a teaching Moai, you would be agreeing to participate in group discussions about teaching, but you would also be provided with a constant group, small group, 4 to 5 people, again, like the original concept, that would meet on a regular basis to discuss teaching, to discuss pedagogy, to go over example assignments, those sorts of things, but to do so in a way that's a little bit different than the usual sort of meetings and workshops on campus structure that we have for these sorts of things, to get away from that a little bit and to provide you with a group where your responsibility is essentially to that group and not to sort of this larger, authority structure or university structure. The value of Moai lies in the self-reinforcement and self-efficacy that build within the small Moai groups, rather than from some outside pressure or some outside authority. And so in keeping with this idea, CCT is going to have a series of meetings over the next few weeks to get interested groups together, but then otherwise be completely hands-off in how this is sort of administered. So if you were interested, if you show up, if you sign up and choose to participate, how often your particular Moai would meet, when it would meet, where it would meet, what it would discuss when it does meet, are all going to be things that are up to that particular group. And since part of what makes a Moai work is a sense of shared responsibility, CCT would recommend that you meet often, but again, not a rule, not an insistence. 15-minute meeting each week would probably be a lot more effective than a 2-hour meeting twice a term where you have to sort of carve out these large chunks of everyone's schedule and so on. But above all, the purpose is to sort of find ways to get sort of like-minded people or interested people in small groups with each other and let them sort of have fun talking about teaching and pedagogy and sort of the underlying motivations for why we're all here in the first place. So Moai work originally because they consider individual and group success holistically, and if you get into a group and it's not fun, right, and you're struggling or you're stressed out or it feels like just another thing on your list, the beauty of it is that you can, of course, make changes to how and when and where that group meets to hopefully mitigate that and have a resource that's useful to you.